Hi, I'm Carol Ann, and I was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer 3.5 years ago, almost 4 years ago, actually. It was April of 2019. My cancer has gone to my bones. So I think today I just really wanted to share with you guys little beauty tips and tricks that I know. So I've been in the beauty industry for a really long time, and luckily, because of being in the beauty industry, I know how to deal with some of the side effects that are related to cancer. So mine, with the cancer medication that I take, tend to dry my skin out terribly. Plus, I live in a crazy cold climate in Colorado, and moved here from Florida about 3 years ago, and my skin just went crazy. And then on top of that, my hair has thinned terribly, and my brows and lashes and all of that kind of stuff has really thinned. So what I want to share with you guys today are some of my tips that I use to make myself feel better when it comes to just kind of your hair, your skin, and your skin on your face as well as your body. So I'll start out with one of my favorite things, and I feel like has made a huge difference in my skin on my face, is a retinol product. So I use this retinol. It's by Number 7. It's an advanced 1.5% complex. It's a complex because it has a soother in it, and it has 0.3% retinol. So it's a smaller amount of retinol, which is nice and a little bit kinder to the skin, especially with the soother. So I love this. I feel like it has definitely helped the dryness in my face. It's helped the texture, the tone, everything that it was getting kind of a little bit loss of collagen around here, around my chin area. And I feel like that has really, really helped it. So major product in my life. And you any kind of retinol, but just start out with one that's not so strong, because our skin tends to be a little more sensitive. The other thing that I can't live without these two products. So this one is Bioderma. It's a shower oil. Of course, any kind of shower oil will work, but this one I love. My husband loves it too. And then this body lotion, absolutely incredible, has really helped my dry skin on my legs, my hands, my back, my shoulders, just kind of everywhere. It's amazing. So then I'll go to my hair. So I've got a lot of thinning, and this is just crazy. Right through here, I used to have this just used to be hair here, but no longer. It's just a lot of thinning. So you have to have like a powder, any kind of powder. This one is a sexy hair powder, but the powder is going to give you that little bit of texture through the root area and going to give you a little bit of bounce because of the hair loss. My hair is very, very straight. This is curled from yesterday. I also don't wash my hair, but every third day probably, because I hate seeing the hair come out in the shower. So I say start with that, but the most important thing that I swear by are my little clips that my wonderful hairdresser made for me. These are called Great Links, and it's real hair. And I did not want to do extensions because I was really afraid that it would pull any of the hair I have left out here. So she made me little clips. She's so sweet. So your hairdresser can make these little clips. You can buy them too. You can buy little clips and stuff like that. I just don't think that Great Links sells them with as a clip. Yeah. So what I do is so right now my hair's a little long. I like to wear it a little shorter, but depending on the length of it, I just kind of take it and I measure it out, and I'm like, okay, that's perfect there. And you wouldn't believe, but these clips will clip onto this tiny little hair. It's crazy. But okay, so I'm gonna clip that there, and then I'll put that down, and voila, just a little more fullness there through my through the side area where I've just lost so much volume there. And there we go. More fullness to the side. And the wonderful thing about these is you don't have to highlight your hair anymore because it just has the automatic highlights for you. And that will also help to protect the integrity of your hair. My newest favorite thing, so I've started losing my lashes. I mean, it's crazy. I just don't have any more lashes. So I started doing lash extensions. So these are the ones that I like, and I love. So when I first started out, it took me like 30 minutes to do it. It was crazy. I could not get it right. And I've been in the beauty industry forever, but I just never wore wore lashes because I didn't have to. So my next one, you have to have is, I swear by like the liner. You can get a clear liner or just a black liner. So I'm going to show you guys. It's really easy to put on, and you mess up a little bit, it's okay, because your lashes are going to cover that. But see my lash? I let it sit for just a second. The key to this is your tweezers. Definitely have to have the tweezers to put them on. Now, when I put them on in the morning, it only takes about 3 to 5 minutes. When I first started, it was taking probably 30 or so minutes. And that's just not realistic. So then you just kind of lay it on the lash line and push it in a little bit, like that. And voila. What do you guys think? My husband loves them. It's kind of fun. When I first did them, he's like, wow, I love your lashes. It's just so easy to take them off and it doesn't hurt. And you do have to use waterproof eye makeup remover. And what I'm doing here is I'm just adding a little bit of a line here. I like to use green because purple because I have like kind of greenish eyes, but and a little bit on the inside, so then that way you don't see where that black line ended. So right there. One last thing, so brows, goodness gracious. I lost a lot of brows too, mostly out here. However, it looks, I did this micro blading, so it's good. It just fills that in a little bit, tattooed it a little bit. But if you don't have that and you have lost brows, you're gonna wanna, this is how you do your brows. You're gonna start right there. You take your eye pencil and start there. Then you're going to take it on the side of your nose to the center of your eye, and that's where your arch is gonna be. Then you're gonna take it side of your nose out, and that's where you're going to end. You don't want to bring it down too far because that's going to bring your eyes, it's going to make your eyes really droopy down below. So that's how, and I still fill them in. Just a little bit. Lastly, I want to close with, luckily about a month ago, I had my PET scan and it came back with no sign of active disease. So that was pretty amazing. It's amazing how far we've come. And thanks to Susan G. Komen and the research and the dollars that are raised for the funding of the research, it's no longer a death sentence. It's something that we can truly live with, which is why I want to share some of these fun beauty tips and tricks so we can feel as amazing as we are, and we can feel really, really good on the outside. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and have a wonderful, wonderful week. Bye-bye.